Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to another episode. This is episode 84, Tavern Talk, and today is June 18th, 2021, and it'll just be the two of us. I'm hoping this time around the internet is more stable. Just figured we just restart everything just to make it nice and cohesive. But yeah.
Here we go again.
Hopefully
it'll turn out better this time. Yeah. Yeah.
But as an update, we decided to call these Tavern Talks going forward instead of community chat or chill chat, etc., where you guys are our guests instead of us having a guest on live. So you guys can ask us questions. We'll ask you guys questions, things like that. But just a few occurrences with the podcast. We are still getting settled in, but we have most of our stuff moved. My background is a temporary one for this week, but Vertec got a new computer and just in the nick of time. Go ahead.
I was gonna say really quick, D2 Phoenix, thanks so much for the offer, but I think we're just gonna probably chill with the two of us. I think it worked out okay because we're fairly exhausted, so it'll be nice to just kind of chill for a minute and see what you guys can point us in the direction of nifty info.
But we'd love for you to join us at some point if you're interested in joining us.
Definitely.
I think we have some openings in August. I know in August I'll be leaving, but for a weekend. But I'll update you guys on that later. They didn't want me. We wanted Yuzi.
We did. Just it worked out. We lost a guest, but I think it was for the best because we're not totally there with our attentiveness at the moment anyway.
Yeah,
so
that's fair.
We may not have had the best questions prepared.
Yeah, that's also fair. But again, you guys should totally go check out Vertec's new computer. We just got it this week. We are pretty excited for it. There's a little video for it. A more official video will be coming later, but I just wanted to give you guys a teaser while we were dealing with some technical difficulties. Yeah, that's very true, Phoenix.
Yes, I think that's exactly what we're doing here. Just a chill, easy thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Hang out with you guys a bit and enjoy the day.
Do a Tavern Talk.
A Tavern Talk.
But you know what? This is kind of bothering me, but our nameplates are not centered, so I'm gonna center them real quick.
How dare you?
There we go. But yeah, we are steadily getting caught up. I apologize due to half of my computer being at the old place and half the computer being here, as well as poor Vertec. His computer was just falling apart last week when we were late into the podcast. It was because one of his USB ports gave out, and his computer has just been slowly giving out over time. So, yeah.
It was finally time to replace it, but yeah, last week just to go live and be able to see your pretty faces, we had to I think we swapped between about 3 different USB ports before one finally decided to play nice and work.
Yeah.
It's time to retire that old beast.
Y'all old.
Your face is old, Diggs. Your face is old. How you doing there, sir?
We are hoping that this new rig for Vertec is going to be easier and faster for processing videos, and possibly he might be taking over the streaming portion of it, which will leave me to do all the social media focus. Plus, he is a little bit better at fixing the audio stuff, so it's good the first time around.
Yeah, we'll kind of focus on our strengths. She's better with the social media stuff, and I'm better with the audio and such like that. So
it just, my rig at the initial point was just way better in condition to
leaps
stream.
and bounds, leaps and bounds better than what I had.
But I like to tease them. I'm like, now you'll finally see Ashes of Creation realistically instead of stop motion-y.
Yeah, it'll be great. It'll be great. I cannot wait. And of course, there was testing today and all that, but couldn't partake because moving and getting this set up.
And his desk broke as we were taking it apart last week. Right in the middle of
dying.
Yeah. And then we were in the middle of a thunderstorm, and one of my metal legs for my desk almost went down the drain, so we almost had to get 2 desks. It was crazy.
Yep. We almost lost some legs down the storm drain, and oh my gosh.
Yeah, still in
Yeah,
the DC
yeah,
area.
Yeah, we just moved across town really, but
Yeah.
from California where we moved last year over to the East Coast. We kind of picked a landing zone apartment, something that
Yeah.
was nice, but still affordable. We knew it was going to be small. We knew we were going to be changing, but hey, it's a place to land and start looking around. And we did, and we found better.
Yay. And we're not moving in the next couple of years, so no sweat there. Don't have to worry about moving. But yeah, I'm glad to hear that they were fixing a lot of issues on the fly. That's pretty nice. I think the people that they're hiring is supposed to help with alleviating some of those issues, especially live and on the fly. But finally, I guess to wrap up the little podcast occurrences, we are super excited to announce that after some technical difficulties, we are able to get the Twitch income processed, and we want to get some emotes. So we would love your guys' input on what emotes. We have a few thoughts on what we'd like to do already. Definitely trying to keep it tavern themed. Your thoughts are definitely interesting for us to consider, especially when looking for somebody to make the emotes for us. So yeah. Ooh, yes, Jigs, that would be awesome. We are near a lot of breweries now, so I think if you are the drinking type, we can easily find a place to go try out.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them around here.
And we have a guest room, so if you need a place to stay, we could probably house you for an evening. I have a person that's very good at making them if you need a person for that. Yes, we do need a person for that, D2 Phoenix.
I think we just might, actually, because we were going to start throwing out the line randomly to like Fiverr and such.
Hello.
Hello. Do you do emotes, Ms. Z?
I can hook you up.
Because I know you did the clay stuff and the Minecraft stuff and
I need a free holiday. She wants to come stay in our guest room is what she's saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, do it. And maybe pick up some emotes on the way.
Oh man. So yeah, aside from that, I know that Vertek and I had a couple ideas. Can we share a few of the ideas that we had with them? Okay, so one of them is like the mug that's next to Vertek, and it says welcome across the bottom or maybe across the top, but it'll look a lot like that. And then another one was to have a table flipped over with like some axes and arrows stuck into the side of it for defending when people raid us. And then I think the other was to have a similar thing, but like arrows flying from behind the table for like when we're raiding other people.
And how about jumping from like behind a tavern table, like jumping over the table, sword in hand. Roar.
Oh yeah, could do that.
That's our raiding somebody else.
There you go. That'd be perfect. Darts and a dartboard. I guess you could call that a dartboard. Yeah. But we want to keep it kind of fun, MMO taverny feeling. So pretty excited.
What do you think? A mug with like a big cheers or something like that?
Oh yeah, that would be cool too. The other thing we'd like to do is update our sub badges and other things like that, cheer badges, and we're kind of considering some color variations for how long you've been subscribed, things like that. So pretty excited.
Flesh out a lot more art stuff.
Oh yeah. But we want to hear your thoughts and stuff, and I'm gonna open up a spot in the Discord for you guys to come give us your thoughts. So skipping on down, I found some stuff. I guess this is a little more for those of you that are also testing. Blender Guff, who we talked about previously with the reticle for going action to tab targeting being changed over. He did some extra testing this last week, and he said that in his test he played a mage, and he was specifically trying to test things like if you target, say, a far off enemy and something were to run in between you, say another enemy or a player, would it go through the player and hit your original target, or would it hit the player in front? And so he did a lot of testing with this, and he found out that irregardless of the tab or action cam, I'll say, it was the same result. It would just go through the target in front and straight to the target initially expected. And his problem that he felt with this was that it made the action cam feel like action oriented tab targeting, if that makes any sense. And he felt like that in the action cam it should instead attack the thing that goes between the two. So I was wondering, what are your guys' thoughts on that? Because I'm not really I played Guild Wars 2 a little bit, but not enough to really experience too much of the combination of action cam, etc. I'll get you guys that link too.
Yeah, honestly, for me, I think if it's going to be an action cam, it should be an action cam. Like, similar to if you have somebody targeted and you're swinging a sword at them, and then somebody else runs between you and whoever you were targeting, the person running between you two should totally get clobbered by the sword. Like, I think if it's going to be action, it should be action. And your positioning and movements matter instead of just whatever you were targeting at that moment.
Sorry. That was really loud. Action combat should mean that it hits whatever is in front of the reticle. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really familiar with action combat, to be honest. I prefer tab targeting mainly as a healer because it bothers me when somebody runs between me and the person I'm trying to heal. Like, you know, a tank I'm trying to heal and a DPS flailing about and running all over the place.
You jerk.
The tank needed that more than you did. Darn you. But on I guess on another note, Bartik created a new series. Let me pull this up to make sure I had the right. It's Bartik and Super and Fane. It's two guys and a bard. And they posted a video about 6 hours ago on the Reddit with Steven. I guess he had popped into BCG's like unofficial content creator Discord. Vertec, you were there, so I'll let you speak more on that. But apparently Bartik had recorded and Steven gave his permission to share this recording.
Yeah, I was in there for a bit, and I'll be honest, like, I don't feel that there was a lot of new information that he shared in that he hasn't already shared in the past. I mean, it was a lot of, be active, be supportive. You don't have to be a white knight. You can disagree, just don't go full tilt like some other people have in the past that have gotten, removed from the Discord and removed from the CC program before. Not because they disagreed, but because of the information that they shared was incorrect and how they stated it was incorrect. And honestly, just toxic, really. I don't think Steven specifically said that, but that's my view on it. Like, it was shared in a toxic manner. It wasn't helpful, put it that way.
Yeah, I could see that. I will say that I feel like this video is really good for the new people who are aspiring to be content creators who weren't necessarily there originally like we were. But I know that they mentioned a few of the content creators that, ended up leaving the content creation sphere for Ashes specifically, for one reason or another. I am not completely up on those, but...
Yeah, Diggs, that specifically is in reference to, again, I don't want to call anybody out by name, so if it dawns on you who I'm talking about, just don't bother putting their name in chat there. But there was an individual who was in the content creator program a while back, and they ended up on another podcast, and they were just kind of socially hanging out and talking and whatnot. But then they started saying things like Ashes and Intrepid is not creating an MMO. Like, he stated it as if it's a fact. Like, they're not creating an MMO. They're just not. And he started just spouting things with just an angry, loud tone, just screaming and like being very toxic with how he was talking. It wasn't like, hey, there's some stuff they need to improve, and go, I hope they just get their act together, like nothing like that. It was literally just vitriol and spewing anger and hate, and it was just bad. It was just bad. But yeah, as long as that's basically what Steven said, is as long as you're not going full tilt like that, sharing false information, saying stuff that is not true or cannot be proven as true, and being just full of anger in an unhelpful, unconstructive manner. That's what he's looking for. You can be critical without being a jerk.
Yo, I'm good at randomly spewing anger.
Nice. If someone needs that guy, hey, you never know. BCG might get his Salt Lord stuff going on. Might need a salty episode or 3.
There you go. Just spreading the salt.
Just saying. If we get our website going, for sure, we're gonna have a salt mine.
I think a couple years ago.
Corner of the website.
It's been a while since we've updated the CC program.
Yeah, I want to say it's been 2, maybe 3 years ago.
Z.
Yeah, it was a fizzy-cola. That's it.
Oh man. For those of you that are new, I guess I don't know. I'm gonna just go ahead and take off, maybe, because I didn't update this to Community Spotlight. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, it's all right.
Leave this at Ash's News.
In case you guys didn't catch it, we're kind of chill today because it's been a crazy week and a half to 2 weeks now. So.
Oh, nice, Diggs. I've really missed with the last few testing. I want to do it so badly, but I mean, somebody did point out, like, the test is during our podcast, so it's a little hard to get the testing in when they do it on Fridays. I have definitely thought about doing Saturdays, but oh yeah, we've had Diggs on our show. We'd love to have Diggs back on our show again.
Yeah. You missed it. Now you got to go back and look it up.
Yep, it's on our YouTube. Go find it. But for those of you wondering where to submit your questions, yes, Diggs, the great return of Diggs.
Yes.
This is where you can go post your questions for next week's live stream. It's on June 25th at 11 a.m. PDT. So we'll be excited for that. We're hoping to actually be able to pay attention to it this time.
Yeah.
Haven't been here long enough. All good, Phoenix. All good. We are still getting caught up. We did miss Wednesday, but it's because we didn't have the computer set up to get another one prepped, I don't think.
Yeah, we didn't have anything ready to be able to do anything, and it was just like, whoops.
Hello, Saint Gabriel.
Bad.
Welcome in.
Hello.
But hey, I think everybody understands the stresses of moving, and I'm just glad that we're able to go live, because this is relaxing for us. At least this week is relaxing for us. Not that having a guest is so like, you guys don't realize how edge I get on, or how on edge I get. Getting
edgy over there.
Yeah, I'm getting so edgy. How on edge I get when we have somebody on and it's not working correctly. I get so nervous because I think I'm messing. I think I'm messing up. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
My mind just messes up my words a little bit sometimes.
Z is feeling mighty offended and sad.
I'm sorry.
For calling her hard work.
No. What's hard work is making sure everything's perfect.
Yeah. We just feel we need to be a lot more on point when we have a guest.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a guest, we feel we can be sloppy and messy and slack a bit, which is kind of what we're doing tonight. So sorry about that.
I can be technologically not great. Me too. That's why I'm kind of glad we got him a beefier computer, because he's way better at the tech stuff. I do fairly well. Like if you took me and then you took a friend that's never done, streaming before, I feel like I'm the middle ground here. I'm between the never done person before and the Vertec.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everyone has their strengths, and
Yeah.
yours is in other areas of tech rather than like the live streamy audio stuff and whatnot.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
I'm not an audiophile. But going back to our topic of emotes, apparently, Fee and Nick are on the subreddit now as little badges and stuff. And they're little
More
mascots.
Nick Fee emotes.
Yep. Excited for that. Nothing
No, it's supposed to be
wrong
Fee Nick.
with Wabi Sabi. Fee Nick. Yeah.
But
Yes.
I'm gonna say Nick Fee because it just flows.
Aww. Hi Dante, welcome in. We're doing pretty well, thank you.
Hey. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Like I only have like a little bit of gray hair. Usually it's like right here and right here, and that's it. But usually when I trim my beard and I actually get a haircut, they disappear, and it doesn't look like I have any.
You
I
say
have
you
friend.
need a haircut?
I do. It's been a good like 3-4 weeks.
Oh right, I forget
But
how often guys have to get their hairs trimmed.
A lot more than ladies. But
Yeah.
it costs a lot more for you ladies to get yours done with the long hair and all that.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
So I guess it evens out in the
Thank you,
end.
theater.
Thank you, Tia.
Appreciate that.
It's appreciated. Pronounce which last name? Oh, never mind. I see. Yeah, I had a friend,
okay.
poor guy. He was like 22, and his hair, if you were to look at just his hair, you'd think he was like 63 or something. He had like more salt than pepper.
That's crazy.
But yeah, early 20s, and like I don't think he had to ever show his ID to buy alcohol, even when he was not 21.
That's hilarious.
Because he started to get in some gray hairs before he was even 21. So like, you're old enough. Here you go.
That's funny. So, Steven did an AMA this last weekend while we were away at family gathering stuffs, and we completely missed it. And well, understandably, with all of the moving that we've done, we haven't really had a catch up yet. It would be nice to catch up maybe this week to kind of fully be aware of what happened, but why don't you guys fill us in? Oh my goodness. 20?
What in the world just happened?
Oh, D2 Phoenix, thank you. Seriously. Wow.
That is way too much. Holy moly.
Yeah. I can't even speak. I'm done.
That is way too much. Thank you so much. It's so appreciated.
Oh, I wish we had an emote for this. You know what we need? We need a special emote for especially when people do that. Like a big like golden feather heart thing.
Yeah, I mean the closest thing we got is this one here.
Yeah. Ashes Low.
We'll toss out a bunch of those.
Yeah. But we can do a giant maybe like orange heart with like a little golden feather on the inside.
Yeah, I think that would be a good one. I think that would be a good one.
Oh yeah, we have that one, but I feel like that's our like normal one. I'm meaning like when people like, goodness.
Right. Well, since the topic is emotes, we're gonna have to get an emote specifically for you, D2.
Oh, I'll write that down. D2's emotes.
Yeah. So if you have a request, let us know.
You will get it done for sure. Hello, Dow. Welcome back. I haven't seen your name in a little while. Also, welcome everybody to Subhood now. Nice.
Check that out. D2 has a phoenix.
I love it. That's so pretty. Also, can we get a palms emote? Sure.
Get the palms.
let's get a palms emote.
Yes, put that on the list. Put that on the list. That's kind of a must.
I kind of feel like, because I said the goddess of palms, I don't know. Should it be like golden palms with like a halo or something? I don't know. I have a new laptop that I need to figure out how to use. It has 2 screens. Oh, goodness. It's crazy.
Or just like a giant silhouette of light with like little palms are the only thing you really see, but the silhouetted person behind it that looks all like
yeah.
saintly and lit up.
Yeah, there you go. A pair of normal palms with the golden feather levitating. Oh, I like that.
Oh, actually,
Yes,
yeah, there you go.
Bartik. We're doing a Tavern Talk, which is kind of like our new name for chill chats or community chats.
Ooh, and yeah, St. Gabriel. Yeah, send me or Bree the link to that. We can post it in because I think I know the laptop you're talking about. I saw that and it was pretty insane. There was one I saw that had like 4 screens or something, and it's like a battle station, and it's freaking amazing. Z, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
What happened to Z?
Read her emote.
Gently Z.
That would indeed be a goddess of palms, or a palm goddess, one or the other. And everybody realizes just now that Z might have a dirty mind.
Okay, I'm gonna just copy and paste some of these ideas. Like I saw earlier, I think Teal recommended a pair of dice. I think it'd be nice to get some D20s. I mean, that's what I imagine.
Get some D6s.
Yeah,
for like parlor game style dice.
Ooh, yeah. Suppose that could work. Hello, grumpy guy. I hear grumpy guy.
Then we could get little phoenixes on each side. Like little tiny phoenixes for like the ones. Oh. How some dice have like special symbol for the one.
Like a little tiny. My life would be boring without it. Honestly.
It's true.
I feel like a lot of adults probably have that. I just try to keep my my dirty mind, my perverted mind, you know, to a minimum.
Keep it in check. Keep it in check. Keep it in check. Don't say
pick
it.
Me. I like.
I said it.
Show a poke hand. Oh, I like to share. I don't mind sharing on my personal stream. I just try to keep it, you know, family friendly.
Sharing is caring. Oh, TF says a poker hand with the cards and whatnot.
Sorry.
Have like a royal flush or something.
You know what I wish they would do? I wish they would let me through Streamlabs OBS have a spot to receive private messages within the Streamlabs OBS. So for those of you curious, here's what his computer is. I started watching Ash's stuff again after a few months away waiting for NDA. The recent delay was lucky. Yeah. Okay, I'll be good now.
Oh my.
Right? Isn't that cool?
That one, that's right. I remember seeing something.
I like how the bottom one like tilts up a little to be almost like an extended display at the right angle.
Yeah, it's like they took the MacBook thing with that little tiny strip at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Where they would have like with videos, it would be like the whole video playing out there, and like in certain apps it would open up to be like a touchscreen toolbar, and they just expanded it to be half a keyboard, which I like. Take it and make it better.
Yeah, it's the first model didn't have the tilt, the touchscreen as well. Yeah, I figured that looks like it might have been a touchscreen from what it looks like. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I only know what you're talking about because of work, because I have the little MacBook for work, and it's kind of fun to like double click the like leaving a Zoom. I don't know, for some reason that's just super satisfying for me. Leave Zoom call.
That one's pretty intense too. It's got a little 3080, mobile or not, still it's got a 3080 in there. Ryzen 9 5900 HX. Dear Lord.
Hello, Lore. Welcome in. Yeah, grumpy guy, you just love chicken. That's fair. Well, we have a turkey right up there for you. You want some? I know it's not chicken. Well, I guess it could be chicken.
I mean,
chicken,
it's poultry.
Turkey.
It's
poultry.
Close, right?
Yeah.
They got bigger legs, which is always good.
I like how Z is saying it, like being proud. I'm being good.
For this moment, anyway.
I didn't want to get a desktop, and with the chip shortage, it was the best I could do. Dumped extra into the SSDs too. Nice.
Wait, you know what it is? She was probably just exclaiming she's being good to try to make sure she dodges getting in trouble. Oh, yeah. See, there it is. Can anyone confirm the Z is actually behaving herself?
I'm sorry.
I can neither confirm nor deny these questions.
Dante says, saying I'm being good randomly just makes it feel more suspicious.
I think I need to speak to an attorney, sir. Sorry.
I need an adult.
Yeah, I need an adult first.
I need an adultier adult. What does good mean? I have no idea, honestly. It's a little confusing, that term.
Good is such a relative term. Really depends on where you're at, kinda.
It's like if you saw a for sale sign in front of a house and you saw that the sign had written not haunted at the bottom of the house. You know that house is gonna have a couple demons or two.
And that not haunted was probably written in perhaps blood? Oh.
Possibly. St. Gabriel's asking, do you know what type of class you'd like to play in game? I know I'm going for healer support roles. I'm going for the same.
I am going to try all of the tanks, and I'm leaving tank for the very last.
Only friendly ghosts.
Yeah, only friendly ghosts. There you go. The shark tank that says totally not hungry.
Yeah, exactly.
On the side of it.
Or I don't bite.
Yeah, we don't bite. We're cuddly.
Oh man.
But yeah, I think I'm leaving tank for last, just because it sounds like it's would end up being your very typical like just tank class. Like I don't know, like your standard warrior. Not even standard warrior. It would just be meh. It doesn't sound terribly exciting, but it sounds very effective. So that'll be the last one I make when we're doing like end game rating and stuff like that. We need like a solid tank to push progression or something.
I feel like it kind of depends on what's available initially, because right now we have what 3 classes, right? So when they first offer it, will it only be a limited number of classes you can cross over? Will it be all of them? Kebab says, I'm going to lock in the rogue cleric as the cultist. Nice.
The cultist. Nice.
Dante,
like
that's horrible and I love it.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna be really playing a lot with the interesting tank stuff, like tank summoner and tank bard. Those just sound like a bunch of fun.
How did a no sub get through? I think he joined afterwards. Broken Twitch.
Oh no, Twitch, you're gonna pay for this.
Rude. But
how about yourself there?
Yeah, well, he said he was doing healer support roles. I don't know. I'm pretty bard, cleric, and subiter. Ooh, nice, Saint.
Okay.
I am interested in D2. That's sweet.
Kebab. Thank you again.
Vertic did, yes.
Yes, I did, and I was
watched
very
it break.
excited, and I loved it a lot, and I was sad a lot, and I was heartbroken a lot, all at once.
Yeah, we have it on PlayStation 4 and I guess desktop now for you.
Yeah.
As the main, then I'll go from there. Okay, nice, Saint. Thank you. Welcome, Kebab. Thank you so much again, D2. Appreciate you. I had an amazing revelation the other day. Rocker boys are just 2077 version of bards. Nice.
Okay. Yeah. I can see it. Cyber shit show. Yeah, that was about right. And it made me really, really sad. But I tell you what, if you pick it up for a PC and you get some mods in there, it actually becomes a whole lot of fun. Even if things are broken and you can't do some things. I mean, now it may be fixed, but at the time there were some bugs where you couldn't do some things, but you could have an amazing time with the rest of the game by just tweaking this and tweaking that and going around, and you can code in yourself a tank so you can just drive around just exploding the city. Pretty fantastic.
Dante says, I'm gonna make a bard and name it Johnny Tolnar Hands.
All right. Do it.
Scissor hands.
Awkward name all around. Name all around.
I mean, so is Edward Scissorhands, so.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And then he can like scream out, "Here comes Johnny."
You know, did they? I don't know, but did they actually take the opportunity to insert that line anywhere in 2077? Because that would be a missed opportunity if they did not.
With an X, exactly. Also, welcome St. Gabriel to our Discord.
Welcome.
I am working on fixing the Discord stuff up a little bit. They might be saving it for a DLC. Okay.
I just know I need to go back and finish that game. Now that they've added some more polishing touches to it.
Did they put like some updates that'll fix stuff? Because I know at one point, like, your game was so broken, you're like, I had to start over.
Yeah, my game got jacked and I had to start over. That's what actually made me get the PC version, because I started with the PS4 and then shit got weird and shit got broke. And so I went to PC and that sounded amazing.
Sorry, that felt really good.
Then I added some mods and I just made my old game again from scratch and blasted through the questing and then continued on like nothing happened.
Nice. Nothing. I'm sorry, Z. I know that freaked you out. I'm sorry. Dante says, imagine. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just reading the same thing. Like, yeah, if there's a DLC where like everything works out dandy, they flush Johnny, and next thing you know, comes back.
Yeah.
It'd be fantastic. I like it.
I just noticed. I kind of like this. How they have like the name of the person that's typing, and then all the way in the other corner is like their badge. I just saw that.
Yeah, in
the chat.
In the tool.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the other thing I'd like to do, is get like a stylized chat thing and events message thing. Oh my gosh. Did you fall in the mud, Z? Is that your dirty dream? You fell in the mud?
She was playing baseball and everybody was sliding into home base.
Yep.
So they all got dirty because it was raining.
It was
actually mud.
It was yeah, just I remember when I was younger and people were like, you want to hear a dirty joke? A kid fell in the mud. You want to hear a clean one? He took a shower.
I remember those jokes.
Me too. Oh man.
It's like all the what's grosser than gross jokes. Oh man.
So I guess continuing on, just talking about don't you shake your head at me. I was just repeating what somebody told me. You're not a fan of the present cosmetics. Vertec loves it for that like tinky feel, but I feel like this is very much a techie cosmetic. Techie, if you guys don't know, is his character in our D&D campaign. So.
Yes. It looks very much like the tank mage setup that I would love to have, and that's exactly what I'm going to pick it up for, because tank mage is going to be one of the first ones I do, just because it sounds so neat.
The axe-face bird is not my thing. I think it'd be kind of fun for PvPers.
Yeah, I mean, there's that, but yeah, it could definitely be one of the PvP modifications.
Yeah.
Dante had an amazing idea.
Uh-oh. I'm scared. So
I'm kind of frightened, but kind of looking forward to hearing what this is.
Mage shield, right? I'm having my players go against a chimera early in the next session. I'm going to have a wounded owlbear fleeing encounter the party first. Oh, nice. Get that bird, name it Johnny, and when you charge the raptor's axe beak, breaking in while shouting, "Here's Johnny!"
I like it.
Oh my gosh. So go ahead.
Okay. So your party is going to be wandering through, and they're going to bump into an owlbear and be like, "Oh, that was a crazy fight! Yay, we beat it though, because it was slightly hurt." And then they're going to bump into the chimera like, "Who? Start this all over again with a bigger thing." It's scary. I like it. It's like a warm up without them knowing it's a warm up.
I would. Aw, D2. You're so sweet. Thank
D2.
you. Chimera
Way
toy
too
with their
generous.
prey.
Way too generous.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh man, sorry. My mind is like imagining this encounter, and I am just. I'm so excited just that even the thought of this encounter. I'm like, oh, I want to play in that encounter. But while we're on the topic of yeah, while we're on the topic of different content creators and stuff, Dante. Bartik does have the Two Guys in a Bard show with Super and It's Fane, but It's Fane is also apparently making his own series, I guess, called a boot camp. Here's episode 1 about the nodes, and if you guys are interested, go check it out. I haven't seen it quite yet, but he posted it 2 days ago, and this is like today actually now was both of our first time getting our desktops back up. Bane is also a slacker that we should troll every chance we get. Okay, sounds good. How would you like to troll him? Hello, Rexby. Rexbull.
Well, hello to Spain.
Hello, yeah, to Spain from the US. Erg.
Fane is your brov, so we should definitely troll is what you're saying.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Trolling well is art. Thank you.
I mean, it's true. It's true. If you control without being an actual ass, then it's good. That's something you should flaunt, being able to do so.
Aw, thank you, Saint. That's so sweet.
Aww.
Thank you. I take that as a compliment. I like
awesome.
like amusing or like funny trolls, not like rude and like only the person trolling's getting something out of it. Trolls. I didn't mean it for you.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, there is a difference. One is just a jackass and the other one is a troll.
Yeah, that's fair.
As far as I'm concerned.
I'm literally scrolling through and like thumbing up people's stuff. Let's see. Okay, this is a question to the devs, but if we want we can. Aw, thank you. There are many levels to my trollery. Nice. I guess this is a question about dungeons posted by u/Raina Florence. She was saying, so in the dungeons I can meet others inside, so I interact more, and that's good, but that's only looking at the bright side. But let's say you're doing a DG or a dungeon to get good loot or just get loot to sell for money for yourself, but midway of the dungeon some people who is strong comes in, but they kill so he can get all of your loot. Sorry, the question is not really well typed out, so I'm trying to, I think they're meaning like kill you so that they can get all of the loot, or just to not get annoyed, and you won't be able to come back there because they will keep killing you, and so you lose the dungeon, which kind of makes you frustrated. And some of the people in the comments were saying like, yeah, like that's the point of the PvX games, like you could just grab some friends to go through the dungeon with. But what do you guys feel like? Well, they can't get all of it, only like 40%, and they get corruption if you don't fight back. That's true, but you also see, like, here's the thing that I feel like is a little bit down. Also, hi, Faisal. I don't understand why I would lose more for not fighting back if I am, like, a pacifist versus losing more for fighting back. Like, I don't know. I don't really want to become purple so that other people can continue to attack me.
Yeah, it's kind of a balance, trying to figure out which way you'd like to go. But
Too many
it's kind of a
modern
choice.
ideals trying to keep.
Would you rather punish yourself or them?
Yeah, but like knowing me with my PvP skills, I'll die anyway. And if I fought back and then I died anyway, they still get my loot. If I fought back and I died, I go purple, which means when I come back, like after respawning or whatever, I'm purple now and anybody can attack me. Is that correct, or can I flag off immediately? Like, because usually I've expected like a timer to be able to unflag.
Yeah, I think there's a timer. I don't know if they have it tuned in a specific way where if you die, it'll go away just because you died.
Yeah.
It might actually hang out with you while you res and still wait a couple minutes for it to fade away.
And that's the main thing I'm worried about is like, what if I like tried to like defend myself and then because I suck at PvP, because I do, I still die regardless, and now I'm stuck being purple until it goes away, and that means anybody else can just be like, oh, I'm gonna go attack that person because they're purple, which brings on more unwanted fighting, in my opinion, coming from a anti-PvP perspective. Yes, St. Gabriel.
Okay, so Dante says people are considering the skill aspect of it, but not the political aspect. If you're from one of the top guilds, and your guild formed an app or alliance with kills you for loot, there's going to be beef, and the person who killed you is going to have to face repercussions. So yeah, if you're in a top guild and one of the guilds you are allied with kills you for loot, there's going to be hell to pay. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. Pardon me.
But where was that posted at? Just because I want to
Yeah.
read through some of the finer details on it.
I mean, I kind of brought up my own side of things, but here's the initial question about how the dungeons work. Yeah, political territory aspect would encourage combat. All the caravan systems is going to be PvP all over. Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, as a person who is not good at PvP for one, or interested in PvP, like, I'm the type of person, I'll just run around and leave you be. I have no reason to attack you until I have a reason to attack you, like Castle Siege. So I think it's not fair, not to sound like I'm whining. I don't know how to explain this very well, but I get to choose either between losing more stuff and being flagged for PvP for defending myself longer than I want to be flagged for PvP. I can't just res and unflag. Which is... Yeah, well, I'm scared, okay? I'm not very good at it. I mean, that's fair. I think for me, PvP feels more like a personal thing. I know it's not most of the time, but it does feel... It feels very, very personal. Anecdotal experience, but most players are like you. Most players are willing to just be and let it be. I think I was the only one I saw who flagged purple from white just to kill purples for loot every time I saw purple. Yeah, and see, like, if I'm flagged purple from defending myself, but I'm usually going to stay white, then somebody else is going to mistake that for I'm open to having somebody fight me just because I just defended myself. That's where my problem is coming in from. Like, flagging on your own, sure, fine, but not being forced to stay flagged after defending yourself and then dying, I don't see how that's fair exactly. I kind of wonder how often these events would occur anyways, right? Like, I mean, don't you want to have that encounter sometimes? Usually you're in a party. I'm not usually in a party. I mean, most of the time when I'm playing with Vertec, I'm in a party with him. But when he's not around, I'm not really partied up with people. That being said, I am new to having a guild. So that might be different for Ashes. I don't know.
Yeah, I think a lot of the stuff is going to kind of be up in the air, and going to have to wait until we see how it pans out. Like that Reyna was concerned about being in a dungeon and somebody coming in and killing them over and over, which
Yeah.
a lot of people are afraid of that. That question's come up all the time. Like, what's to prevent somebody, yada, 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 killing me all the time, every time, for days on end, just because they can. And
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Like, even in games where there is no penalty for doing that, like, WoW, there was the rare occasion where somebody would grief just for shits and giggles, but usually there was some kind of actual point behind it, because they as much as they like beating up on people, they also would have some kind of a fear of repercussion.
Yeah.
Like, somebody's going to get a guild to come in and get them, or someone's going to bring in all their friends, or whatever the case may be. Like, there may be some repercussion at some point, but when there's built-in systems, I think it's going to dial it back a lot from what people are fearing.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really talk about my point of view very much, so I was just putting that out there, I guess.
Yeah. No, I totally get it. I mean, I see the same kind of fear. Like, if somebody jumps at me, I mean, I'm going to have the choice to make of, do I want them to get, corruption, or do I want to save some of my experience loss?
Yeah.
Which way do I want to go with it? I'm probably going to try to fight back in most cases, to be honest. And if I fight back and then I want to get back to where I was, I don't want to have to worry about being a combatant the entire way out there. And then people can just engage with me free for all, like, willy-nilly, because they want to.
Well, Gabriel, I think some of that makes sense, where they have friends that are higher levels and they just want to get through it real quick to play with their friends, kind of thing. But yeah. Yeah, and that's all I was meaning, is like, I feel like it would make more sense for me to lose more stuff if I actually fought back, because at that point I'm actually choosing to engage, versus if I'm trying to run away and be peaceful. Like, that was just my perspective on it. But either way, I'm not exactly complaining. I'm just saying from my perspective. That's how I would have expected it to have gone.
Yeah. I see it, but let's see. Intrepid is counting on players not being stupid enough to gain corruption and kill greens. One should never underestimate the peak level of stupidity humans can reach. This is true.
But
when you
go ahead, sorry.
Let's say, when you expect them to not go below a certain bar, that's when they find new ways to dig below that bar.
Yeah. Yeah, see, even saying like that would be nice, just because it would be nice to have it. Maybe this is something I could put up in the forums too, because I mean, this is the whole point of Alpha 1, right? But like, it's just kind of nice where, like, if you like, I would be okay with defending myself if I didn't stay flagged for X amount of time afterwards, because I just don't want to have that unwarranted or unwanted like, hey, come fight me, I'm purple. Like, that's my main issue with it, is like, if it deflagged when I died, cool, I'm fine with that. I might actually try to fight back and try to save my stuff then. But if that continues with more people offering or being able to kill me, then, or like see me as flagged, be like, oh, she's open for PvP when I'm actually not.
Yeah. And yeah, like TL said
Yeah,
there, even
yeah.
Steven says, the goal is not PvP, guys. Don't go around being a murder hobo. People still go around and be a murder hobo.
Yeah, they don't listen.
Even if they wait until like the last few minutes of the test and they're like, yeah, we're going to bring down the servers in about 20 minutes. That last 20 minutes is like murder hobo city right outside of town.
Yeah. I like that quote. But going back to what you said earlier, St. Gabriel, about like or I think, well, no, I don't know. So talking about like the depends on how much you can do solo versus 2 people versus like 5 to 8. Basically, I was just more so meaning before I didn't have a guild to play with. So when Vertec wasn't online, I was usually by myself, or if we were a part of a guild, most of the guild was offline. So, or like a whole other level from me. So they just couldn't play with me at that exact moment. So if there's not a whole lot to do solo, I may just not play unless I have other people to play with.
You know what I just thought of that would potentially be a way around, like a loophole around that, would be if there was a group of people who wanted to, you know, kill you and try and get your stuff or what have you. If just one person fights against you, then it's whatever, and they beat you down to almost dead, but they just don't actually kill you. And then they just keep doing that over and over and over until finally you fight back, and then you become a combatant, and now they can just have their way as many times as they want at that point.
Yeah.
Because eventually, even the most like, I don't want to fight, go ahead and I'll corrupt you. Eventually, someone's gonna either accidentally or on purpose, like, just swing a sword back and smack someone.
But like, you know what? You're annoying me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like before I engage in PvP with other people, I think I know my character class pretty well from a fighting in a dungeon perspective, but not in a PvP perspective. And that's where I struggle and fail a lot of the time, is because usually this is me in like a raid. I'm like, okay, I got this. Then you're going to go over here and you're going to go over there and do this, do that. But like when somebody's like fighting me, I'm like, push all the buttons, face roll, slam all the things, just try not to die. That I get way under a lot more pressure. Yeah, I become a button masher like crazy. Just because I'm like freaked out that somebody is attacking me. I'm like,
Imagine how much of a pain in the neck it would be and how frustrating it would be if you were out there trying to gather something and someone just kept like poking you with a stick when you were like almost done gathering whatever it is you're trying to get. Like your little bar is filling up and you're tink, 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 and then they poke you with a stick and you have to start all over again. And you're gonna try and gather again because you don't want to get back into, you know, any kind of an actual physical altercation. You don't want to fight them. You don't want to lose your stuff and become a combatant. So you go back to gathering again and you get almost done and then they poke you with the stick over and over and over until you finally just snap. You go crazy. You start beating them with the spade you were using to pick that flower.
Why do I imagine that as a new horror movie?
The spade.
Dun-na. Bring out the axe and dead them then. Yeah. The reality is, like, I usually play healer, so I'm better at healing myself than I am at fighting them, but they usually figure out how to, like, stun me and stuff like that, so I can't really do much.
I mean, that's also an option there, TF. Live that alt life for sure. That way if somebody starts bugging you in one area, you can just, all right, okay, bye.
You're gonna have this stupid herb. Yeah. I get what you mean, TLDR. I neither condone or condemn it, but Intrepid is making Ashes almost a bit too might controls everything kind of game. Yeah. Trouble with the fighter? Yeah. Well, that's usually for tech for me. I will say,
be the tanky guy.
As a person who really doesn't like PvP, though, I do enjoy with the H silent, because there's a lot of things where we are told the H is silent. We don't call it herbs, we call it herbs, and hour, and not hour. I'm not really sure.
Kind of for the same reason that school is pronounced school and not school.
Chul.
Chul.
Yeah, I get that, Gildumbra.
English is a weird language. No, PvP will be used to troll Care Bears to a large degree.
Yeah.
Not some degree. It's going to be a pretty large degree, but it's I just don't think it's going to be like murdering them all the time so much as I think it's going to be a lot of stuff like I was talking about. Like they're going to be out gathering and someone's just going to poke them with the sword every time they're almost done gathering that item.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a hell of a troll. Because as soon as that person fights back, then they're going to get dead.
Yeah.
If they don't fight back, they're never going to get that herb. So it's going to be a catch-22.
Epitome. Epitome.
Epitome.
Epitome. Yeah. Epitome.
Yeah, I used to think it was epitome. And then I heard someone say epitome. Epitome. What in the world's... Oh,
Oh,
I
epitome.
see.
Gotcha. I see what the different splits were. Okay, cool. I was like, I thought that was right. Let's see, what else can I find out here? Ooh, I love this one because I'm a person of different points of view. I love hearing other people's point of view. Oh, Dante, that's a great question. Vertek, why don't you take it away?
Oh no, that was you.
What? So, the golden feather we thought was kind of nice because of the phoenix from Ash's icon, I guess. And there, I don't know. Like there's a lot that goes into it, like birds of a feather flock together kind of thing. We're just one feather from the whole thing that, I don't know, part of something larger. We like sharing other people's community stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean there were a couple different reasons there, but I wanted her to share it mainly because the beginning of it and the root of it was her idea for that, because it was a, hey, what do we do? Let's make a podcast. What are we gonna do? Okay, and at the time there was gonna be 4 of us on there at all times, and we were gonna have a 5th person as a random guest every week. There'd be a different 5th person, and we called it, Ash's Party of 5, because we're gonna be 5 of us. You get it? Party of 5, and then that didn't go too well after a certain amount of time.
If you ever want to be on the podcast, let us know.
Whenever you want to get on here, just let us know. But yeah, that one didn't go too well just because that was 4 different schedules to manage every single week.
Yeah.
And then a 5th person that was going to be a random wild card every week as well. So it turned out to be not the best idea that we had. So then we moved on to doing just a podcast with just the 2 of us, and we would have a guest
or 2
occasionally. Yeah, we'd have a guest occasionally. And then we just ramped up more and more because we found it a lot easier to just have one guest and that's it. And just we'd have to worry about their schedule, which today it didn't work out so well. Sorry about the delay in going live, but we were waiting to see if they responded, and so we could kick it off even late with a guest. But
hey, Gildumbra,
did not turn out.
You should check out our Twitter. I put Vertek's new rig up. You should see it. Unless that one guest is Z. She's hard work.
It's true. She says she's being good, but...
Yeah. No, you gotta keep on top of that Z, man. Such hard work. Podcasts are best with 3 people, three hosts or 2 regular and 1 guest. Yeah, I agree. It keeps it small and intimate and less... I don't know, all over the place, I guess.
Yeah, I've even found with us, even when it's, me and her, obviously, I mean, we talk together fairly well, and then we get one guest on and it feels like a natural conversation. Even if we have 2 guests from another podcast that there's 2 people for, even then there's always one person who's quiet most of the time.
Yeah.
And I've found this because when I go to edit the podcast, I see a long, like, flat line for a very long period of time with one of the people every time, no fail.
But yeah, we kind of also wanted it to be Ashes of Creation related, and since Ashes was going with the Phoenix stuff, we thought a golden feather would be like a fiery phoenix feather. So
Yep, there were many different reasons why we came up with
also
that
it sounds
being
taverny.
Ideal. Yeah, it does.
I like it.
Because that was the other thing, is it would translate into a nice tavern sign, like, I don't know, the one above the chat on our stream.
I'd really like to get our tavern sign printed out and put on our wall somewhere. That'd make me happy.
I want to get it. Yeah, I want to get somebody to actually burn it into wood for us and then have it sitting in the background up here.
That'd be so pretty. Yes. What do you do?
I gotta get somebody who's good with carving.
Yeah, do it yourself. I would probably burn the house down, Z.
We'll see. I would have to get really good with like tiny chisels to tap all that out and make it actually like embossed like that. But hey, maybe.
It's right below the cloud district. Nice. Might have connection to a word budding person. Well, see, making connections everywhere. I love it. So sorry.
Not this week.
Saint Gabriel was saying that what do you two plan on doing as far as content after the game comes out? Stream, vids, roleplay, etc. Excuse me.
Well, a little bit of everything. We're gonna keep this podcast going weekly. Once they kick off the new CC program and they have the little boot camp thing, that's going to be where we source a lot of our guests from, is the boot camp. The ones that didn't quite like make the cut or whatever you want to say into being a content creator. We're gonna have them on and say, hey, so what are you learning? What's going on with you? Show us the type of stuff you're gonna be doing, because the actual content creators, they said you're gonna be Z. ERP. We're gonna have a wing of our Discord dedicated to that, an entire wing.
Yep.
We'll invite Z, and that may be it. We'll just let her do her ERP in there.
It's educational role play. It's where you teach people how to
educational role play. Exactly. It's very educational. You'll learn a lot.
Oh man. But you were saying,
oh my,
sourcing people
what I
from
was
the
saying
boot
now.
camp.
Yeah, we'll source people from the boot camp in to talk, because the regular you're good for so long. You're welcome.
Go for it.
Run with it. But yeah, we'll source people from the boot camp, because the regular content creators are going to be pushed by Ashes and Intrepid and whatnot a lot, so they won't need as much coverage. But to get some other people some followers, get them a boost, get them some exposure, get them some new fans, so that they can jump into their videos and help critique them and help them improve.
We went devs. We actually we had, can I announce it since it's not gonna happen? Definitely no. We had wanted to get Jeffrey Bard on.
Oh yeah, we were talking to Maggie about potentially trying to get a Jeffrey Bard on, like right after or right before the NDA drop.
Yeah.
Just to get his perspective on the process and all, but alas, it would not be happening. And now I kind of wish we had tried to get him on earlier, but we were like, that'd be perfect. We'll wait and we'll see if we can get Jeffrey Bard on, because we haven't had him on yet, and we'll wait until like the NDA drop time. Yeah, we should have gotten him earlier.
Yeah, but I'm writing down that you guys would like to see more devs on. And Guild Umber asked, do you think Ashes will be out in FY22?
I'm going to honestly say probably 23.
I'm gonna say I have no idea. I'm just here for the ride.
I'm aiming for 23.
I would love to get Toast on. I think we haven't had Toast. We had Toast on once, didn't we?
Yeah, we had Toast, and we had a Maggie, and we had a Steven.
It would be nice to get Steven on again too.
Yeah.
Yep, we had all three. I think we had. Did we have Maggie twice? No, we only had Maggie once. Do we had Steven twice? I don't think so.
I think we only had them all on one time. I think.
Okay.
I think all once.
But we were trying to wait until our 100th episode ish to get some of them on. I think we have plans for our 100th. I think they have to change though a little bit since Jeffrey Bard is gone. How about Bacon?
Yeah.
I'd like to get Bacon on at some point.
Bacon would be a fun one.
Yeah.
We'll have to get him in the Zoom call about an hour before the show to tweak some microphone settings.
Yes.
Put his microphone through a couple layers of equalizers and condensers, and there we go. That should be good.
And I'll have to ask Steven about the Oculus support. Yeah, that's true. We can still get Jeffrey Bard on to talk about
Hmm.
VR and possibilities of Intrepid supporting. But it also depends on what his work schedule is like too at the new place.
Yeah, St. Gabriel, I do that myself too. Like /p, blah 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 blah.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'd love to get the devs on again, especially as we continue to ramp up our graphics and our everything. But I think the most important thing is we wanted to get caught up first. We wanted all of our episodes to be going live when they're supposed to be going live.
And we are almost fully caught up.
Yeah. I think we might have overwhelmed Eastgruth a little bit.
Yeah, we had Iskaruth jump on. He does the editing for Simurg's stuff.
Hello, Izzy.
And hello, Izzy.
It's okay, we were so late nice. Too.
Yeah, we were indeed. But yeah, we had asked if he would mind helping us, and he was so nice enough to say yeah, he'd help us out. And then apparently threw a lot at him with how our editing process goes, because I'm an audiophile and I like to make sure we have the best audio possible.
Yep. Which is why he will be taking over the podcast streaming.
But yeah. But we're almost caught up. I think we have like 3 weeks at most, and we're gonna have everything up.
Wednesday is never late. They arrive when they intend to.
Yeah, they always arrive precisely when they intend.
Also, welcome. Hi. I don't think I've seen your name before, so welcome in.
I've certainly not seen that name before. Welcome to the show.
But let's see, what else can I think about to chat about? I mean, there's a good amount to always chat about, but I like
How
you.
about anybody in here? What was the one thing from the AMA that sticks out to you?
Oh yeah, because we missed it.
Your favorite nifty thing, because yeah, we were knee deep in carrying stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grumpy was late too. Actually, we were all late.
Yes.
In technical terms.
Catacombs. Oh man. Now I have to go find out more. I want to know what these catacombs are about.
Do share. Catacombs. Is that like dungeons are going to be catacombs, or are they going to be under the city, like with Toomey stuff and whatnot? Yeah.
Divine Node's superpower. Oh, interesting.
Oh, okay.
We'll just have to listen to it, I suppose. Well, basically, they said that you know how a science metro will allow you to teleport fast travel between nodes under science metro. I didn't know it was under. I thought it was like a tower that you could get up to.
Oh,
maybe I was
with
thinking
being
about the teleport between two different science nodes connected.
I think he just means like within a science.
Oh, you can fast travel
metropolis.
Within that. Okay, gotcha. So religion metros might have a special catacomb dungeon. Oh, nice.
Ooh.
They'll have a subway. That'd be cool.
A subway. I like it. The catacombs connecting all the nodes.
Okay, so what exactly is a catacomb? Because to me, I'm imagining like a place where you bury dead people, right?
Let me actually look up exactly what the original definition of it was, because it's basically you're about right there.
Okay.
It's like a maze-like area under a city that has
I just wanted to make sure it's not what I was about to say, because I would have been totally sticking my foot in my mouth. But it'd be cool to have an underground waterway. I don't remember what that's called, but like a boat that comes underwater, underneath the city, like an underground canal maybe. And you could just ride it from one area to the other. We'll lurk in the dark for caravans to burn.
Basically a subterranean cemetery consisting of subterranean gallery with recesses for tombs, as constructed by the ancient Romans. And I hope you're not planning on putting the underground canal within those catacombs, because that might get That might get kind of messy in the water.
I mean, it would. Could you think about that? Would be the way to enter into an underground dungeon? Go through the catacombs, and then there's a underwater or underground canal that you have to find through the maze, and then you take that underground canal to an entrance of a dungeon that's also in the middle of another catacomb.
It better be a Minotaur.
Is it because of our
There's no Minotaur, I quit.
Sonar confirmed. I like the river sticks. Yeah.
Okay. Was there any other super nifty things? Any of the stuff that we should definitely look up? Because catacombs, that sounds super interesting.
Also, it'd be kind of nice because we have your big speaker in the living room, so if we needed to, we can connect one of our laptops to the big speaker in the living room and then just play the AMA and listen. We have 3 players and a DM, and we were gonna have our third meeting, our third session on Monday, but one of the guys forgot because he was been out of the loop for the last 2 weeks because he was away, and so our DM plans thoroughly to make sure that he remembers not to forget D&D night.
Yeah, current D&D campaign, number of players, 4 players, level 4 are we?
No, I think
3?
we're level 2.
Something? 2?
We're level 4 for my one shot, level 5 for your one shot, and we used the same characters from our campaign in the one shots.
Yeah, that's right. So we just kind of got an advanced preview of what our characters would do.
Yeah, and it kind of gives you an idea of what a build could have been like. So I'll let you guys know if I remember the name. You should watch it. I think you two will like it. Okay, thank you, Dante. This is really sweet and wholesome anime. I forgot its name, but the main character is basically an MMORPG player, and she was afraid of getting hurt, so she puts all her attribute points into health and vitality, and becomes the best tank in her server. Oh, I love it already.
And then St. Gabriel came by and said, "Bofuri."
Bofuri, yes. I'm
As did
I'm running with 5 people at level 4 right now. Oh, nice. Yeah, I can't get enough D&D. Honestly, I love D&D so much. I play it all the time if I could. So this freehold skin is a denier. I may need it. Yeah.
Hey, not sure what you use, Gabriel, for your online stuff, but let me just say, Foundry.
We actually turned our DM onto Foundry just by playing the one shots. They do really good stuff.
It's super dandy. It's a whole lot of craziness you can do with the application.
Beard shaving place in that building. Yeah. Oh man.
Okay, so you're playing like in person, or are you doing it like over Discord? With
yeah, I just checked. It's
paper
on
and
Netflix. Oh, perfect! It's on Netflix. I have something to listen to, possibly, if it's not Vertex cup of tea. Because
I've been doing... Dirt Leagues.
Oh no! Yeah. I've been doing this very like mundane work at late, so it's nice to do. Oh man, in-person D&D campaigns, I miss those. Oh.
Been too long.
Grumpy guy says no.
D&D. Oh.
And every time I heard
glad we can make an impact.
Oh yeah. So for those of you that don't know, we went to MagFest, which is actually really close to where we live now, funny enough. No, that's not why we moved here, but it happened that way. It was my first MagFest ever.
That's why we moved here.
And Vertec had DJ'd there at one point, and I think he still has videos up somewhere of his MagFest DJing. But there was this younger girl that was in our room, and we were playing D&D, or like preparing to play D&D or a D&D like game, and she goes, "What's dandy?" Because DAND D. So like yeah. We were like a little confused at first, and then we realized that she was pronouncing it as a word and not the phonetics
Word,
like
yeah.
D and D.
It was adorable. So endearingly, we use that term going forward.
Yeah, it stuck with us. It's cute. I have not watched that, but I have shouted. What?
Yeah, Gabriel's
Oh,
asking Dante, have you watched By the
shouted
Grace of the
it.
Gods? By
Got
the
it.
Grace of the Gods.
Yeah. Gotcha. But yeah, I miss in-person games. They're always so fun. But I think I think this about wraps us up. We've been live for about an hour and a half now. Minus, including the technical difficulty that we had initially. I am fully plugged into the Ethernet cable now, so maybe that fixed it. I'm not sure. It's pretty good. My favorite isekai, however, will always be Overlord. Oh, I love Overlord.
We need to finish that. We started it.
Yeah. Well, it's in Japanese, so it's really hard to do while you're working on stuff. We like to do we do our own little in-house Discord party because now he's 3 flights up, but before he was in a different room. Or 2 flights up, I guess. You're on the 3rd floor, I'm on the 1st, but we would do in Discord watch parties where we'd both like queue up Netflix at the same time and watch Netflix together while doing other things. Yeah, Wizzy, it does. I had plugged in the Ethernet cord right after going live, so I guess it didn't quite catch on that I had the Ethernet in, and it was still trying to go off of Wi-Fi, I think, the Streamlabs OBS was. But I did a cosplay. I have a cosplay for Albedo from Overlord. I need to get that photo shot so I can put it on my cosplay page. I only play humans. But I think this about wraps us up for now. Any last thoughts for Tech?
No.
Thank you,
no,
Hiros. Welcome in. Yeltos.
I think that's about all I got.
Okay.
Although I was gonna say there may be somebody that we can read today.
Okay.
I think there's only 2 of us doing Ash's stuff. Some of you may be interested in this. It's Beck Altar. He does some content based around like music and audio stuff. But right now it looks like he's building a computer and looking to talk Ashes while he does so.
Ooh, I'm interested in that alone. Mainly because I like building computers. I'm kind of sad. Like, I wish I had a side hobby of building computers for people just so that I could build a computer constantly because it was fun doing it with my computer. But
And oh my gosh, yes. What's that? Yiltos. Yeah. Not gonna lie, Rise of the Shield Hero, Best Isekai. I love that show.
Have
they put out any more episodes?
I haven't looked, honestly. It's about time to look, to be honest. To be fair, we missed like half an entire season of Lucifer because we thought that they ended the season for some reason. Okay, it's still under production. Oh, thank God we didn't.
Okay, good. We haven't missed it.
I had a charm. It was so cute. I'll have to show you guys. I'll put it on my Twitter. But I have a charm, and on one side it's Ralph Telia with the ball, and she's all happy. On the other side, she's all pouty. It's super cute. Try to hold out on lots of shows to get multiple seasons. Yeah, that's fair. Just get all of it. I'll try not to be late next week. Just got home though. It's traveling day. That's all good. Have a good week as well to you.
It's cool.
I need the link though if I'm gonna be rating somebody.
Oh yeah, here. Well, I guess that might help. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Discording to you, meow.
Okies.
Meow.
Beck Altar. All right, let's go rate them. And we will get really cool rating emotes and stuff like that coming up soon. St. Gabriel, please send us your referral for the wood burning person. And I believe it was Dante. Send us your referral for the emotes person, unless it was D2.
I think that was D2.
Okay. So. Well, D2 also, if you want, we can put your D2 emote into our emote collection, if that's okay. So, but
try and be good. Oh, well, you know, all you can do is try.
Right?
That's
What's
right.
good mean? Thank you, Dow, for joining us. It's nice to see your name pop back up. And let's go ahead and get ready to read Beck Altar. That sounds like a
always,
Viking.
Thank you, folks. Yeah, he looks like a Viking too. He's got a big old beard.
I love it.
But thank you, everybody, for spending your time with us. It means a lot. You could have been doing anything with this. You could have been eating a dandy dinner at some place that was not in front of your computer, but you spent it here. So we appreciate you.
And we will be on time and can't wait to talk to you guys about the live stream. And I believe BCG is our guest next week. So
yeah, sounds about right. And D2, thank you for like the 9,000 subs or something you gave away.
Seriously, you are way too sweet.
You're a monster. You're a monster.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Let's do this.
Okay.
Let's go see a guy about a computer.
Okay. Bye, guys. Let's go read them.